Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your host here, Cristo from Stud City. In today's video, I have a nice assortment of stuff I've been waiting for quite some time, and it involves our Lego trading cards, which I'll be cracking open and doing a live reveal of. I think it's around 50 cards, so this should be pretty exciting. There's some very unique cards in here. It's not just normal cards from like Series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lego Star Wars, or even some Ninjago, but there's some really rare stuff in here. Like, for example, I have some of the 2006 Lego Star Wars video game cards, and I actually have a full set, which I showcased about half of them on stream. Now, I'll showcase these grades here at the end of today's video, but I'll just start with one of my favorite cards here. Was one of the like Slave Palpatine cards. Like, that is so cool. So anyways, with that being said, hopefully today's video excites you, as this took like 6 to 9 months in order to receive these, as the PSA grading process is quite a process. So let's jump straight into today's video, and hopefully we can chase that PSA grade 10. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. So of course we're gonna have a nice backdrop here of our other boxes, but I think this box here is already open. So I guess let's go ahead and just take out our slabs, lay them down here, and start letting it rip. So this should be pretty fun, guys. Hopefully this is a good enough angle and view for you. Of course, I'm gonna hide the grade here, talk about the card for a brief second, and then we can reveal the grade. But I'll try to fly through this, as I know there are 50 cards. But starting things off with card number 1, we have a 2018 Series 1 General Grievous. Of course, all these cards are coming from Germany, so these are all the German edition ones. I feel like Series 1's been a difficult time to grade, as you can literally see the whitening on the side. I don't know if we'll ever get a PSA 10 in Series 1, but we'll see. It also looks like PSA did not center this card in the display case, which is kind of strange. But anyways, kicking things off, we have a grade 8. That's actually a pretty strong grade for Series 1. I feel like most of them are in the 7s and 6 range, so I feel like that's not too bad. Next up here, we have a 2024 Lego Ninjago Climbing Coal from Series 9. This one looks way better centered, at least in the PSA slab. On the back here, I feel like the card cut looks really, really good. I'm excited to see this one. If I had to guess, I would go 9 on this one, but let's see. Wowee, grade 7. Wow, that's unfortunate. That's a platinum card, so this is one of the chase cards in Series 9 Next Level. That would have been awesome to get in a higher grade. But I guess the more I look at it, I see like this edging here looks, I guess, I don't know. It's not mint, but like, I don't know, it doesn't look bad, right? Oh, well, anyways, continuing on, it looks like we got another Ninjago card. It's coming from Series 3, which is one of my favorite series. It's coming from, I think, what is that, 2018 there, and it features, like, Sons of Garmadon. It features the Ninjago movie, and, of course, this is Ninjago movie Nia. If we take a look at the back, there is a little bit of whitening, so I'm not expecting a 10, but this one is coming in back at a grade 8, so not too shabby for a card all the way back from 2017, as you know, the more we progress, these grades are very difficult to come by. So will we hit a 10 is the real question, and the question we're all kind of waiting for. But all right, next up we have a Series 2 card. I don't grade a lot of Series 2, but if I do, it's definitely the split cards here for the 20-year anniversary. This one is Han Solo, and it looks like this is pretty clean cut. I feel like the centering was off on the front, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect with Series 2. I feel like the grades haven't been nearly a 10 or anything like that. Yeah, there you go. It's in a grade 8, so I'll take it, right? I would have loved a 9 in this one. I feel like a 9 is dang near a 10 in these Lego Star Wars cards, but yeah, we'll take what we can get, right? So, all right, we haven't even got a single 9 yet so far, so we're not off to a good start. It's also pretty interesting that PSA raised their prices yet again. So I think this was one of the last batches I got under $20 per card. Now it's, I believe, over $20 a card to grade, even in bulk. So pretty crazy. If you're grading single cards, I think it costs near the almost $30 mark, which is just wild. But anyways, we have a Series 8 crystallized series from 2023. You got the King Overlord here. Looks like we got a pretty clean cut background. I'm actually kind of excited. I feel like this could be a 9. I feel like this could be a 9. Oh man, it's grade 8. Well, I'll take it, right? This is a beautiful card. I'm a big Ninjago fan, and definitely one I'm going to keep in the personal collection, because that is a minty-looking card. But I honestly, that one, if anything, was probably going to be a 9 in my eyes. You guys may have saw the grade on that one. I didn't, but I definitely missed it on my hand point there. But I guess I'll just show it, because you probably already saw it. But all right, we have a 2018 Series 3, one of my favorite series, like I already mentioned. Very crooked. PSA quality control is getting worse and worse. Look at this. He is absolutely crooked inside the PSA case. Like, what? That's, yeah. What are we doing, PSA? What are we doing? All right, next up here, we have another Platinum card. This is from Series 7, though. So this is one of the Chase cards from Series 7. Very awesome Platinum Lloyd. I don't think I could ever sell this card just given how awesome it is and how hard of a chase it is. So I guess let's take a look at the grade, and it is in a grade 6, sadly. Wow, that would have been an awesome one to get, you know, an 8, 9, or 10 in. But grade 6 feels very brutal on this card. It doesn't look that bad. I don't know. You know, they got to be looking at something I'm not seeing. So next card here we have is Series 3, Mega Dual Master Wu. Of course, a big Sensei Wu fan here, a Master Wu fan. Again, I feel like the centering inside the actual case is not that good. I'm about to grade PSA because, wow, they've done a poor job here. And this one's coming in a slab and a PSA grade 8. So not too bad there on a PSA 8. I'll definitely take it for this series. All right, moving back into some of the LEGO Star Wars characters, we have a Count Dooku from Series 1. We've already mentioned how increasingly difficult it is to get a high grade in Series 1. I feel like the highest I've gotten is a grade 9, and I think I could probably count on my hand how many grade 9s I've received. And this one's coming in an 8, so I'm actually pretty content with that. I feel like grade 8s in Series 1 are difficult to come by, so we'll take that. If there's a better time to get a 9 or a 10, I don't think it will come because this is one of the best cards you could probably want in a 9 or 10. It's Queen Amidala. In my opinion, top 2 cards out of the series. I think the Captain Rex and this one are the best 2 cards, the chase cards. The back looks pretty clean cut. There's a couple whitening spots, so I'm going to go probably either a 7 or 8 on this one. And it's going to be an 8. I feel like that's actually pretty solid, though, in Queen Amidala. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's a win in my book. Oh, and here we go. I definitely sent in the 2 best cards, of course. Captain Rex. Man, if we can 10 a Captain Rex, I think I would lose my mind. If this is definitely one of the cleaner ones that I've seen. The centering looks really good. I don't see whitening on the front. The back looks pretty standard for a Series 1 card. I'm excited to see this one. Will we go crazy? Oh, it's a grade 8. Man, that would have been awesome if it was a 9. Of course, a dream if it was a 10. Man, the first one to get a 10 is, oh man, I would trade a house for it, basically. All right, looks like the last 4 here are Ninjago. So we'll rip through these pretty quick here. We got a Series 4 Dragon Master Zane. I'm not sure. I think this is the first Series 4 card I've ever got graded. And wow, Series 4 is starting off in a PSA grade 4. That's pretty crazy. These are pack fresh. You could definitely see the whitening on here. Pack fresh getting a grade 4 is crazy. I know the Series 4 cards are actually pretty hard to come by nowadays, so I guess that makes sense. But here we have a Series 3 Garmadon. This one's actually getting a pretty decent grade and a grade PSA slab 8. So pretty awesome there. Pretty clean card. I'm actually surprised this one's not a 9. I feel like this one, of all the cards that we've seen from the Ninjago so far in the 8s, I feel like that one looks a lot cleaner. Series 10. So let's see how, things change. This is pack fresh from 2025. Be curious to see what this grades because, I mean, this should technically be a clean-cut card, right? Considering it's new in 2025. And there it is. It's our first grade 9. I feel like this only makes sense. I feel like quality production should be better. So getting a 9 in this definitely feels pretty content. And the last card here is going to be, a Series 3 Garmadon. Wow, 2018 here, Series 3, of course, being one of my favorite series. These came in the foil back, so they got preserved, decently well, which is kind of strange because the Star Wars ones did not. And this one's coming in a grade 7, so kind of a cool art cover there, but Garmadon in a grade 7. All right, we are ripping through some of these boxes here. Let's go ahead and let's just go to this one. I don't know what's in here. I have not opened this yet. I think, if anything, Georgiana checked. Nice little Star Wars card there. Whoa, check out all these cards. These are all the cards they sent back ungraded, so I guess I could showcase those as you may be interested in just seeing what that looks like. So I guess PSA does not grade everything. I mean, we knew this going in, but yeah, here we go. Wow, this is definitely a strange one here. So all right, looks like I sent in all the promotion cards. All the promo cards here, the store promo cards, they decided not to grade any of those. So that's actually a super bummer. Those have been really cool to grade. Kind of surprised they didn't. And the last cards here are 2 Series 1 cards. And it looks like they don't grade the gold editions, so the Sith Lord ones or the Jedi ones, as well as they don't grade the full arts, which honestly makes no sense because they definitely grade the full arts for the Sith Lords. Like this is the Sith Lord full art and this is the Jedi full art. and I guess they don't grade them. So not the first time these got sent back to me, so not the last probably. I definitely have another order out there. So all right, next card, I guess we could just rip through some of these here. We have the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Series 2 card. I feel like Series 2 is kind of graded a little bit better, especially than Series 1. I've handpicked all of these cards, so looking for the best ones to send in, and this one is, shocker. Wow, I did not expect to grade that low. All right, grade 7 here on the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. That's kind of brutal, but hey, you know what? We'll just keep on ripping. All right, next up here, we have a Garmadon from series number 3. Looks like this one is Evil Garmadon, so different than the last cover art. The back looks pretty good, so kind of curious. Hopefully we get a 9 for once. Yo, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. What? Oh, I was going to say, this one looks freaking clean. Oh my gosh. This is the first ever grade 10. In an Evil Garmadon. That's hilarious. The first card I ever graded was Evil Garmadon. I have him over here somewhere. And he actually got a grade 8. Yo, let's freaking go. Dubs in the chat. What? Oh my God. That's, well, highlight right there. So it is possible. It is possible to get a grade 10. Yes, let's go. That's a massive win. What a card to do it on. What a card to do it on. Okay, we'll keep that one aside there. We'll keep ripping through these as I know time is precious here, but man, that is worthy of a celebration. Holy heck. All right, first grade 10 in this entire order, which is a 4-digit order in graded cards. That's crazy. I think that just showcases the value of some of these. All right. Anyways, we have another General Grievous I sent in. Series 1 here. The back looks... Actually, this one looks pretty good. Wow. Okay. I was going to say, this one looks really good. I would have flipped if this was also a 10. Oh, my gosh. All right. Grade 9. I'll take it. I'll take it. That is... honestly, probably the 5th or 6th grade 9 I've ever received in the Series 1 cards. All right, Princess Darth Solo. This was going along with some of the other cards that we got graded here from the 2006 Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy game from Topps. But here we have Darth Solo. I'll rip through these pretty quick. I think the condition is pretty struggling on all of these. I don't think any of these will 10, so I'll just kind of showcase the card here and kind of go from there. But yeah, Princess Darth Solo in a grade 6. I think that's an awesome card. Unfortunately, grades don't show. We also have the Storm 3PO. This one's pretty cool, and this one's also getting a grade 6. Really fun card here. I have a full set of these, so there's 15 cards to collect, and I did end up getting all of them graded, which all of them came back with grades. We have the Princess Trooper. This one coming in back in a grade 6. So having the full collection absolutely graded is pretty cool. I even have the promo card to go along with it. The original trilogy trading cards from Topps. Leia, Luke, Han on the cover art with Darth Vader. That's actually getting the highest grade I've seen so far in these in a grade 7. That's pretty cool. We also have Boba Sky Solo 2006 here. This one definitely looks a little bit cleaner than the other one. So I'm kind of curious. I guess the back has a lot of whitening. All right, 6. Grade 6 there. And the last one here, taking Darth Princess Skywalker in a grade 4. Which really quickly, I will run through all of these because there is a 15 amount of these. So literally every single one of these I now have graded, ranging from the worst grade in a grade 4. There's another 4, all the way into the highest grade of the promo card 7. As far as the actual cards go, we didn't get anything higher than a grade 6. Oh, there it is. Oh, Leia Skyfed. That one got a 7. So, yeah, I guess that was the only one that got a 7. The rest of these are either 6s or 5s. And then there's also one last 4. Unfortunately, Princess Storm Solo is probably my favorite card, and that one got the lowest grade, a grade 4. But, hey, we'll do that with what we will. And then there's the last one here being Tusken Yoda. So anyways, I did mention I would showcase those, which is pretty cool. Those are definitely for the personal collection, and I thought were pretty cool there to get graded. All right, and finally, the last bag here, we still have yet to get a grade 10 in Lego Star Wars. However, we did get a PSA grade 10 in Ninjago. So take that with how you will. So, all right, next up here, we have a full art Series 1 Darth Maul. So obviously we're chasing a 10. We have not got ever a PSA grade 10 in a Lego Star Wars card except for Rey, which is an absolute bummer. But all right, grade 6 on the Sith Lord Darth Maul. That's crazy. That definitely hurts. It feels like I handpicked all of these. Here's another Darth Maul in a Series 1. This is like the normal rare variant. The back here definitely has some whitening, so I can see that corners are already bumped. That will not get a 10. And I honestly don't think I sent that in. Like, I definitely handpicked all of these cards for like selective reasons, and I could not imagine seeing that and sending that in. So take that with what you will when grading some cards. So did it get damaged? in transactions or, you know, whatever it is. All right, Savage Press to go with Darth Maul. I thought this would be a cool one to grade. I don't have one of these graded yet. So anyways, let's see what this one grades in. Oh, okay, a grade 9. That is huge. Whoa. I mean, I would rather it be Maul, but I mean, Savage Press is still a cool character, and a grade 9, that's definitely a win there. So I think that's our second 9. So we did pretty good on the 9s. I say good. 2 out of 50 is good in my eyes. All right, we also have an Emperor Palpatine. I mean, you could literally see how crooked this is. Like, it's almost like PSA just doesn't care. What? That is absolutely bananas. I mean, it is just crooked inside there. So anyways, that one's getting a grade 9 as well. Wow, that is brutal. Like, why couldn't they center this inside the slab? I mean, this is a beautiful card in a grade 9, and it's not even centered. That's huge. Oh, wow. Okay, Captain Rex. All right, I'm getting hyped now. Holy heck. Hopefully you guys are still watching because we're getting into some of the good cards here. This is absolutely crooked as well. And it's in a grade 7. That's a bummer, but beautiful Captain Rex card there. I do have one of those in a 9, which is crazy. So I'm, of course, trying to 10 it. But, all right, we have a Series 3 card, Luke Skywalker. I think this is our first Series 3 LEGO Star Wars trading card. I feel like Series 3 grades way better. I don't know why, because, you know, it comes in a paper wrapping rather than, you know, the foil packs. So pretty interesting there. But this one's getting a grade 7. So not too shabby to start us off there. Next card here is going to be a Mighty Kylo Ren Series 2. Wow. That is a clean cut. Wow, dude. Oh, man. I'm excited. I feel like this is a 9 or 10. This looks great. Oh, brutal. That threw me for a loop. That one looks so good. Cool card. I actually love Kylo Ren, so that's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Getting into some of the really nice cards. Series 2, 20-year anniversary. We have the Anakin and Vader. This one looks pretty good. Oh, man. I'm giving this a 9. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm throwing in the 9 hat. Can it be a 10, though? Can it be a 10? Oh, let's go. No way. Yo, Chad, this is the one to do it. Let's go. All right, this is now the holy grail in the collection. What? Oh, my God. I did not expect to get a 10 today in Star Wars. It is Series 2, but it is probably the best card of the series in a grade 10. Oh my God. Okay, this entire order was worth it. This entire order was worth it. That is crazy. All right, best card by chance. The rest of these could be slabs in a grade 1. I won't care. That is an absolute win of the day. The first ever 10 in a Star Wars card. That's not right. Let's keep going, guys. I know this video is getting a little bit longer. We have the Furious Kylo Ren Series 1. Honestly, a clean-looking card, but the back looks a little bit rough here. Series 1, again, being hard to 10. And there it is. There it is. There's an 8 on this one. I think that's a pretty good grade for Series 1, in my opinion. So, all right, continue on forward. We have a Series 3 Kilo. Definitely a great character from Ninjago. Clean cut card. This is, I was going to say, this looks great. Wow. I'm actually surprised this is not a 10. I don't see anything wrong with it, right? Like, I really think this could have been a 10. Is it enough for me to crack it open and resend it in? Probably not, but that was a good-looking card. All right, next up here, we have a Series 1 Luke Skywalker. This one, I sent all these cards because they looked pretty clean, and this one also does feel pretty clean, but that one's coming in a grade 8 from Series 1. I think this is our last Ninjago trading card. Here we have a Series 3 J. There we go. Again, back looking pretty solid. No corner dents, anything like that. And it's actually coming back in a grade 9. Again, another huge win on the Ninjago side of things. That's a pretty good grade for those cards right there. All right, next up here, we have a Series 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, man, this one looks pretty solid as well. That one's coming back in a 9. Wow, that is a win. Series 1. Grade 9 Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's an absolute win there. We also have a Series 1 General Grievous. This looks pretty solid. I feel like there's a little bit of whitening. And that one's coming in a grade 8. So different. It's the Desert Tan General Grievous. And then the last card here, I'm just going to throw out my 10 hat. Hopefully there is a 10. Another 10, I feel like that would definitely be the card to do it. We have the Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that one is getting a grade 9. Wow, so 2 double back-to-back Obi-Wan Kenobi grade 9s. That's pretty fire. Okay, well, Out of every single card we graded, this order costed over $1,000 USD, which is honestly kind of alarming. But out of spending $1,000 out of hand-picked cards, we only received 2 in a grade 10. So it's hard to start the market value for something like this. Fortunately, I will not be selling these. These are definitely for the personal collection, as this is the first ever grade 10 I've ever received from Series 2. And only the second out of Lego Star Wars. And the amount of money I've spent on grading PSA cards is pretty crazy, considering the fact that I've only gotten, I think, 4 PSA grade 10s now, between 1 Ninjago, 2 Star Wars, and then there's been 2 Marvel cards. So literally, no, so 5. Might have been in 3 Marvel cards. So it's 6 grade 10s out of, yeah, a ridiculous amount of money spent. So anyways, that's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. Do you want to see a different unboxing video for our PSA graded cards in a future video? Because, well, I do have more boxes that are out and I'm waiting on. So let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.